Hey yo, what is going on? Back again with another video. And yo, today, we're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about people's feelings toward Call of Duty, okay? Now, are people setting themselves up for disappointment? Are people expecting too much from Call of Duty these days? The simple answer to that is yes. People's bars are this high. They're setting their standards way up here, and they're getting disappointed because it's not reaching their expectations each and every year. And there's a reason for that. And this is obviously just a theory, just an opinion on my part, and you guys can agree or disagree in the comments below whether or not you agree or disagree with me. But I think that it all has to do with nostalgia. And I bring this up a lot. If you guys have ever debated with me, talked to me on Twitter, YouTube, whatever, this is something that I bring up a lot because I firmly believe that it's true. And it doesn't just go for Call of Duty. It goes for several video games. It goes for movies. It goes for music. And I can give you tons of examples if you want them. But primarily for Call of Duty, this is what we're going to stick with on the topic today. When people put in Call of Duty, like a brand new Call of Duty, like Infinite Warfare, the beta this week, and obviously is a perfect example. It's brand new. People put it in, and they're expecting to have a feeling like they did the first time they played Call of Duty. Like, this is a new Call of Duty, it's a new game, it should make me feel like, wow, this is awesome, this is amazing, this is exhilarating, you know, I can't wait to play this some more. Because that's the feeling they got back when they first started playing Call of Duty. And it doesn't matter whether your first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, World at War, it doesn't matter which one you started with. People will always revert back to that time, and that's going to be like the golden memory in their head. That's going to be like the golden standard for Call of Duty. You know, that's why so many people think that Modern Warfare is the best Call of Duty, because that's the Call of Duty that, you know, attracted them to the franchise. It's the one that got them hooked on the franchise in a lot of cases. And they first played that game and they were blown away. You know, it was so new, it was so fresh, it was so amazing, so much different and new than anything else they've played before. And the thing is, you can't get that feeling twice. Unfortunate to say, you can't get that feeling twice, especially not with the exact same franchise. So each and every year after that, subsequently, that people pick up and buy Call of Duty, that exhilaration, that, you know, fresh, new, exciting feeling goes down each and every year. Now we're 10, 11, something like that years in since Modern Warfare came out. And yeah, that feeling's not going to happen anymore, people. You're not going to get that whole, oh my god, this is amazing, this is amazing. But in all actuality it's still the same game. At its heart, at its core, it's still the same game. It hasn't changed. Yeah, certain things have changed here and there. Perk systems changed a bit. Creative class systems changed a bit. Kill streaks have changed. Movement mechanics have changed. Maps have, obviously changed. But at its absolute core, the game still plays, feels, and performs like Call of Duty. But when people take the, Infinite Warfare beta and they download it and they have this attitude going into it like they're already not going to like it, and they play one or two matches and they say, fuck this game sucks, Call of Duty's trash, it's garbage, delete, not buying it, let's play Battlefield 1. That to me is a shitty attitude to have. And if you want to have that attitude, that's fine. I'm not knocking anybody for it, but to me personally, that's a shitty attitude to have, because personally, I didn't like the Infinite Warfare beta when I first played it either. On Friday night when I downloaded it, I played 4, 5, 6 games. I can't remember, just a handful of games, and I had an awful time, okay? It was not performing properly. I was having a hard time adjusting to the maps. I felt like the movement mechanics were shitty. I was trying to play it like it's Black Ops 3 when obviously it's a little different than that. I just wasn't having a good time, and I thought it sucked, and I was disappointed because I already got my pre-order down. I'm looking forward to a possible paint shop or emblem editor in the new game. I mean, it really disappointed me because I got turned off from the multiplayer very quickly, very easily. The next day, on Saturday, I go back to it and I play it again, and it's like the whole thing did a 180. Everything was just working fine for me now. The maps, I was starting to learn the maps a little better. The movement mechanics started to become a little bit more, fluent to me. I started, picking out guns that were working for me better. And everything was just coming together, and it felt like the same great Call of Duty that I always know and love. And that's the thing with games like this, and this goes for any game that you play online, not just Call of Duty. But when it works, as far as your connection goes, when it works, the game is great. When it doesn't work, when you're having a connection issue, a host migration, a bad lag, or big or high ping or whatever, that's when the game sucks. And it's not Call of Duty's fault. It's not the developer's fault. It's literally the internet's fault. And that will happen on any multiplayer game, no matter what and no matter who you are. You're never going to get a perfect connection all the time. You're going to have games that suck and you're going to have games that are awesome. That's the bottom line. The ones that are awesome, you're going to go, fuck yeah, I slay, I'm wicked, I'm an awesome player because everything's going your way. Maybe you have a lag advantage in that game. But in the other games, you might have the lag disadvantage to the point where you're getting slayed, nothing seems to be working, you're getting one-shotted around corners and all that stuff. People got to stop remembering the bad ones, remembering the bad games, and focus more on the good games. You know, that's just how I say it, and that's how I do it, because I get a lot of bullshit when I play Call of Duty, I'm not going to lie. I get a lot of bullshit when I play Call of Duty, but I don't focus on that stuff. I focus on the good games that I have, and that's what brings me back. That's what keeps me playing. The bottom line here is, I think people are really just setting their bar way too high. Like, what are they expecting? What do you expect Infinite Warfare to be? You already knew it had boost jumping. You already knew it was in the future. So if those are two things that turn you off, then don't even play the beta. There's no point of even playing the... I mean, there's no point of giving it a chance if you already know out of the gate that you're not going to like it. But if you're okay with the futuristic setting, if you're okay with the boost jumping, then what about it is so bad? You know, what about it is so bad? There's nothing about it that's so bad. If you say, oh, it's laggy or the matchmaking, this and that. Okay, for one, it's a beta. And for two, it's no different than any other Call of Duty. It's no different than the Call of Duty, 10 years ago that you swear up and down that you love and is the best game ever and all this stuff. It's no different than that. It really isn't. And if you think it is, then please provide me some proof or provide me some evidence or some insight or even a theory as to why you think that. And, maybe I'll consider retracting my own theory. But as far as it goes right now, that's how I see it. I think people are hung up on nostalgia. And just to give you an example of how people are hung up on nostalgia, the same thing goes for movies, the same thing goes for music. For example, you take a band, okay, any band, doesn't matter. I'll take Slipknot for example. If you ask somebody what Slipknot's best album is, or what any band's best album is, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say the original, like their first debut album that they put out. 9 times out of 10, they'll say that because that's the album that they heard first, or maybe it's not the debut album, but whatever album that person heard first is gonna be their favorite album, and nothing else will ever top that because they're not gonna get that feeling back, that initial wow factor feeling. They're not gonna get it back. In terms of movies, the same thing. You're gonna get a movie like Ghostbusters, for example, the remake, and people say, okay, which Ghostbusters is better? 10 out of 10 people, unless somebody's never seen the original, will say the original's better. The original's way better. Because that's the movie that gave them the initial wow factor. The initial, this is amazing. I love the idea of this. These guys are going around. They started this squad and they're going around and catching ghosts. It's so cool. That movie gave that feeling. That movie was the originator of that idea. Anything else after that, you're not going to get that wow factor. And that will go for pretty much any single remake of a movie or sequel to a movie. People will always go to the original. They'll always go to what they experienced first. If you think I'm wrong, leave it in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. But as of right now, people are just expecting way too much from the franchise. But hey, I'm just one guy. I mean, I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. I'm not afraid to admit it. But I just don't see the point in hating on something that I get enjoyment out of. I don't. And if you don't get enjoyment out of it, there's still no reason to hate on it. Just go play something else. It's like I don't get enjoyment out of Battlefield, but I'm not on Twitter every day going, fucking Battlefield sucks. I'm going to play it every day and still complain about it. I'm so angry. Like, get a life, Like, I don't know what else to say. Anyways, guys, I guess that's it for this video. So leave a comment below. Let me hear your thoughts. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Click that like button if you enjoyed the video. I'm Vile Self. Until next time, villains. Thank y'all for watching. Later.